Hello everybody, ArashiYT here, and welcome to this video for the Banlist Battlers Tour. Now if you guys who don't know what the Banlist Battlers is, the Banlist Battlers League is an Ubers league, and I have participated in 3 or 4 seasons of this league, and they decided to organize a tournament, the same style of like the Token Minorities March Madness tournament, where you just draft with a lot of people, then you will be put into brackets, and then if you survive the bracket, you'll get in the knockout phase, and then at the end there will be one winner of a whole tournament. And they started this tournament, and I looked into it, and I thought, you know what? We haven't done competitive Pokemon battling in like 4 or 5 months, maybe even longer. So I thought, why not try to jump into it again and see what we can still do after 5 or 6 months without battling. So let me actually go to the rules for a bit. So teams must consist of 9 Pokemon out of 105 total points. Only 43 from the total 105 points can be used towards Ubers. This means Xerneas plus Greninja is illegal, however Rayquaza or Urshifu single is legal. Like round 1 will have no time, but after that round 2 and 9 will have an 8-hour timer. This goes for the draft. We drafted a team of 9 Pokemon, and I will be going into that right now. So here is my team. We drafted Groudon and Cinderace as our Ubers, so for 25 points and 18 points. That's 42 points total in terms of our Ubers. Then we have Zapdos and Suicune, because I've used Zapdos and Suicune in the past. I'm very comfortable using Zapdos and Suicune, so we drafted those. And then I drafted a lot of unique Pokemon that I haven't used at all in the past, that I really wanted to use in this tournament, together with Groudon and Cinderace, of course, which is Buzzwole, Mega Abomasnow. We have Glaceon and Leafeon. Sadly, I didn't use Leafeon in this, and I will be going into that for a moment, that we didn't do all of our battles, sadly. And we also have Raichu, Alola. Now, after the draft, we would put together in a pool of 4 other people. So a pool of 5 people in total, and only the 2 best coaches of those pools will go through. Sadly, we weren't successful in reaching the brackets. We only did 3 of our battles, and one of our battles, so the 4th one, we got a forfeit win, sadly. And I never want to get like a forfeit win or a forfeit loss, but I just woke up and I saw like, hey, you get the forfeit win because, you know, our match doesn't really matter anymore, which is sad. But we did 3 of our pool matches, and I will be showing those 3 pool matches in a moment. But let's go to the battle rules for a moment, so you guys also know a little bit about that. So you may only baton pass if you are not passing a positive stat boost, only if it's intentional. For example, if you click baton pass on the same turn as your opponents click Swagger, you will not suddenly be disqualified. Your Mega Pokemon is allowed to Mega Evolve whenever. You must always be holding the appropriate Mega Stone. No C-moves or Gigantamax Dynamax, yes, because I hate those. Using either mechanic will result in an automatic 3-0 forfeit win for the user. No Moody, no intentional evasion moves or items, no one-hit KO moves, Sleep Claws, no using cut moves, so that means the moves that were removed from Pokemon Sword and Shield, so like Pursuit, Hidden Power, Psycho Boost, Tail Glow, which kinda sucks because Hidden Power is always fun to use, but it also motivates you to be more creative with example like Zapdos and such. And aside from Mega Stones, no using unrelated item or any item currently available on Sword and Shield. So those were the rules. By the way, there were also prizes. The first place would get $30, then the second place $20, third, fourth place $15, and then $5 for the 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th place. But we did not win. We did not make it to bracket, sadly. But I will show you guys the 3 matches that we had right now. So first off, we had our match against Electric, and he had a Monotype Steel team, which was very unique, and I very love to see that. But that kinda made it easy for us to prep, but at the same time I did not know what to expect from this team that we're facing, which is Metagross, Mega Metagross, Genesect, Heatran, Durant, Doublade, and Skarmory. Now we brought Groudon, Cinderace, Suicune, Buzzwole, Zapdos, and Raichu Alolan, because with Groudon and Cinderace we already have like a good team. He has the Heatran, so Suicune wasn't obviously bring. And now we brought Buzzwole, Zapdos, and Alolan Raichu for some coverage. And I used a very fun Alolan Raichu set, which didn't work in this match, but it will work in another match. But let's just go into the match and see what happens. So I started out with my Alolan Raichu, while he started with Heatran, and he outspeeds me, goes for the reoption, boom, down goes the Alolan Raichu, and that means that this Heatran is a choice carved eruption set, which blew me literally my mind. And now we were, you know, in a tough position, like, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? So obviously I go into my Suicune here. All my Pokemon are nicknamed after Final Fantasy VII characters, because I'm playing the Final Fantasy VII remake at the moment, and I love that. We are going for the Substitute Calm Mind set. Yes, this is the leftover Substitute Calm Mind set. He got a crit on the Shadow Claw. I don't know if that matters by breaking my sub, but with the Scald we can actually blew away the Doublade with the Scald. And this Genesect comes in, one of his Ubers, and he's going to U-turn, doing over half to our Suicune. I'm just gonna go for another Scald that does over the half against the Metagross, was of course the Mega Metagross, was going to go Mega. Send Headbutt, we don't die, Suicune lives, and he gets another Scald, killing off the Mega Metagross. I just wanted to say, Suicune is one of my favorite Pokemon to use in Draft League. Whether it's Ubers or like a regular Draft League, Suicune is a Pokemon you can never go wrong with when drafting. He's a defensive beast, but with a Calm Mind and Substitute, and maybe, you know, with some coverage, you can actually turn this Pokemon into a beast. I 6-0'd someone in the past with a Suicune. Suicune is probably, maybe I should do like a top 5 Pokemon you should always draft if you're a beginner in draft leagues. Suicune would definitely be in the top 5, because this Pokemon is just so amazing. But let's just go back into the match itself. He's going to U-turn with his Genesect to kill off the Suicune here, sadly, who was already weakened during the match, as he's going to go into his Durant, where I'm going to go into my Zapdos. He's going to miss the Rock Slide, but we're going to miss our Heatran, so you know, that balanced it all out in terms of RNG, as he's going to go back in his choice carved eruption set Heatran, which when I was in the Alolan Raichu, I don't think it came to my mind that was potentially choice scarf, or I forgot during the match. This match was played like more than a week ago, so I kind of forget how my mindset was in this match. But I thought, let's go into my Buzzwole and let's just, you know, Drain Punch this Heatran. Nope, he's going to eruption again and kill off my Buzzwole, as I can now easily go into my Cinderace on the Heatran. As he's going to go into the Genesect, I'm going to go for the high jump kick, which almost kills. He's going to go extreme speed, which doesn't kill the Cinderace. And I went for a Sucker Punch, thinking he might go for like a U-turn again. He went for the extreme speed, has the higher priority move, so Sucker Punch doesn't go through. So my Cinderace is now weakened, and that's very sad, because my Cinderace was kind of my win con for this match. And now that my Cinderace is kind of weakened, that win con is almost already out of the window right now, so I need to be very creative here. So let's go into my Zapdos, while he's going to extreme speed again, does over half HP. Do get some leftover recoveries, but the extreme speed will just kill off the Zapdos. Now I'm gonna go into my Groudon, Don Corneo the Groudon, as he's extreme speeding again, which probably means he's like a choiced something, because earlier he went for the U-turn to switch out. He actually extreme speeds me. I'm gonna go for the Heat Crash to kill off the Genesect. We are live opt Groudon here, as he's going to go back into the Heatran. We're gonna see the explosion eruption, which is gonna kill. And that means that we are going to lose this match 3-0 against this Heatran. This Heatran was a beast. And of course, I've been out of the draft league for like almost a half of a year, so I wasn't expecting anything. I don't know if this is a standard right now in draft league, but this really blew me, like literally blew me out of the water. And we lost this match with 3-0, so if we wanted to make it to brackets, we need to be very creative in our next matches. So let's go into our second match, and that is our match against Codeman. And Codeman, aka Portland Printplubs, had also a very fun team to deal with. So here we have the team. We have Landorus Therian, Milotic, Rapidash, Naganadel, Regieleki, and Magena. Now I'm bringing Groudon, Cinderace, Abomasnow, our Mega Abomasnow, Buzzwole, Zapdos, and Glaceon, because I wanted to use Glaceon together with Abomasnow. So we have like double weather here against this team, which has a Milotic, which is very scary, a Regieleki, which I didn't knew what he would do, Naganadel I've used in the past, and then the rest of the Pokemon you kinda expect what they would do. So let's just click play and see what we do in our second match. We start out with a Cinderace, as he is going to go into his Landorus Therian to intimidate us. I think this was also heavy duty boots Cinderace, just like the last one. So I'm just gonna U-turn, we don't lose anything, and we're gonna go into our Abomasnow, our Mega Abomasnow. Of course we're gonna go Mega here, because why wouldn't we? And we're going to Ice Punch this Rapidash, which still does like over almost 30% HP. We're going to switch out into our Zapdos here on the Rapidash, who's going to Flame Charge to boost up his speed. And then we are now stuck here in the hill together. And he's actually going to switch out into the Regieleki, as I am going to go for the Hurricane. I brought Hurricane on my Zapdos, and we're not only going to hit it in the hill, we're going to confuse the Regieleki. And this Regieleki, I can already spoil you guys, this is a Choice Specs Regieleki, so this thing is very dangerous for our team, against our team. So, Zapdos against the Regieleki. Nope, we're both gonna switch out, and I'm gonna go into my Glaceon. Now, if you guys would know me for this year in my channel, what I like to do, what I really love to do, is try to freeze opponents. Like I do it in the Frostlock. I had a Showdown series, which I would do want to bring back, where I try to freeze my opponents as much as I can. And I'm going to do this again here. I'm going to try to freeze my opponents. Now, this is a Choice Specs Glaceon. It has like Blizzard, Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, and it may have another move. I'm not sure. I could check it out later. But, of course, with the Milotic here, and like Naganadel and Landorus Therian still there also, Freeze Dry was the obvious play. If he wants to switch into his Milotic, it's going to do amazing damage on the Milotic as well. So, of course, I'm gonna go ahead and click Freeze Dry. He's gonna click U-turn, that's fine, as he's gonna go into his Magena. There goes the Freeze Dry, and what do you know? We are going to freeze the first move with Glaceon. So already in this match, I was like, I don't care if I win or lose anymore. We freeze one of our opponents. That's something that you like to see. I don't have the price avatar here for a reason. So, of course, I'm gonna switch out now into my Groudon, which we are going to bring out the Sun here, and we are going to bulk up here on the Intimidate Landorus Therians. Now, we are neutral on our tech, but we also have like +1 on defense. We're going to Heat Crash on the Landorus, as he's going to Toxic Arch, which is annoying, because this is putting Groudon on a timer, but another Heat Crash will take care of the Landorus Therian. Now, he's going to go into his Naganadel. I am going to take this Draco Meteor, because I know if he wants to kill off my Groudon with a Draco Meteor, at least now we are going to, you know, lower his special attack. But then it turns out he was an eject pack. So basically this Naganadel was on a suicide mission with his eject pack to try to kill us off our Groudon, and then he can immediately switch back. So again, haven't seen this. This is the first time I'm seeing this go into play, and that was very fun to watch as well. So my compliments to my opponent for using this. I was very surprised, but also very impressed by that strategy. Now we have Buzzwole and Regieleki, and yeah, he's just gonna full switch and kill off my Regieleki, making it definitely Choice Specs when I saw this. Buzzwole can't catch a break in this tournament. Buzzwole is just here, and is here to take the punches. Like, I was not impressed using Buzzwole in this tournament, in the 3 matches that I played in the pool phase. So he goes into his Milotic, who is now burnt, of course. As I'm gonna go into my Glaceon, of course he's going to expect another Freeze Dry, so he's going to go back into his Magearna. I'm going to switch back out because now I'm Choice Specs into Freeze Dry, back into my Mega Abomasnow, as we're going to bring up the hill, and we're just going to click Wood Hammer here. We're gonna get a little bit of recoil, but sadly for him the Magearna won't thaw out and will kill off by the hill, so that means that's a kill for the Glaceon. Now we have Zapdos versus Rapidash here. He's going to use a Flame Charge again, as I am now going for the Thunderbolt, if I'm not mistaken, after his Flare Blitz. He's going to Flare Blitz the Zapdos. Thunderbolt will take care of the Rapidash, but then the hill, my own hill, will kill off the Zapdos, as he can easily bring back in the Regieleki. Now it's 3 versus 3. He's gonna go from his Regieleki into his Melodic. I went for the Sucker Punch here, thinking he would actually go ahead and try to kill off my Cinderace, but now he switches out. I reveal Sucker Punch. That's very, very bad, because now he knows that I have Sucker Punch. So now I need to remind myself that I have Sucker Punch. I'm gonna go for the U-turn here, because I'm not Choice Scarfed or Choice Bandit, where are heavy duty boots, and I am gonna go into my Mega Abomasnow, as he's gonna flip turn into his Naganadel. Now here I just let the Abomasnow go. There was no point for me to, you know, go into my Cinderace or Glaceon, so I went into the and then I let sack off the Abomasnow so I can bring in my Glaceon, as he is going to U-turn into his Milotic, and we are going to Freeze Dry, which is not gonna kill off the Cinderace, but the hill will kill off. Oh, by the way, the hill, that means that Abomasnow got the kill on the Magearna, not Glaceon, Glaceon just gave the assist for the hill from Mega Abomasnow to kill off. But she did got a freeze though. But now we're gonna see the Regieleki again, Volt Switch. No, now it's only me and Cinderace. So the only thing that I now could do, because I knew I was not going to outspeed both Regieleki or the Naganadel, so I could only click Sucker Punch here and hope I have enough Sucker Punch PP left that we can actually do this. So I went into my Cinderace. I'm gonna Sucker Punch here. We're not gonna kill off the Naganadel. There goes the Draco Meteor. We live on 2%. The hill stopped, and the hill stopped right on time. Like, that was not intentional. That was pure luck from my perspective. Like, if the hill was still up, we would be dead. But because of the hill stopped at the right moment, we live on 2%. Another Sucker Punch will kill off the Naganadel. Then he goes into his Choice Specs Regieleki, and like, even if he wasn't, like, if he has a move that wasn't, you know, hitting me to how do you call that, to PP stall my Sucker Punches, he would be stuck into Choice Specs onto that move. So at that point, when the Naganadel went down, I knew I had that match won. It was a close match though, 1-0 win, and that was like very close. This was like a very intense match. Probably my favorite match of the 3 matches that I have. But let's go into the third and final match, because the fourth match, of course, we had a forfeit win. And the last match of this video is going to be against Gruyere, or My Name is Simp, who has a unique team as well, but also a team that you could see in a Uber's. The only unique thing is the Swirlix, and the rest of the Pokemon are kinda Pokemon that you'll see much. So we have Kyurem Black, Swirlix, Pheromosa, Melmetal, Snorlax, and Gyarados. Now I have Ground on Cinderace, Suicune, Buzzwole, Zapdos, and Alolan Raichu. Looking back into it, maybe instead of Buzzwole I should have bring Leafeon, so Leafeon would have actually had a chance to shine in this tournament. I was going to bring Leafeon in the fourth match, but again, that match was a forfeit win for us. Sadly, I could not bring Leafeon, because I had some fun stuff with Leafeon and Assault Fest. But I think I made Cinderace Choice Scarfed here. And I know I had some fun tech with Alolan Raichu, which I was going to use in the first match, but I couldn't. But now we are going to see it in action right here. Alright, so let's just go into the match, shall we? Alright, I start out with my Zapdos. Oh, by the way, before we're gonna go, my opponent had a Snorlax, and he brought the wrong ability that he wanted to bring. And the Banlist Battlers admins, pull mods said like, you already start the match, just finish the match. It's no big deal. Alright, so we have Swirlix here against Sceptor. Now I don't know what Swirlix was going to do. So, and we have defog on the Sceptor, by the way, for potentially like stealth rocks or any else shenanigans. So we're just going to go for the Thunderbolt. I just went for the attack here as he was going for the yawn. So I was like, hell no, let's go into Alolan Raichu as he's going to build up the sticky webs. Now we're going to see the Alolan Raichu tech that I brought in effect. We have an electric seed on the Alolan Raichu, and we have electric terrain on the Alolan Raichu. Now, I'm going to use electric terrain, so we use the electric seed to boost the defense of my Alolan Raichu. So now we have +1 in defense, and now Search Server is also in effect. And because the sticky webs went up after I went in, Alolan Raichu isn't hit by that sticky webs. He's going to use Wish, as I'm just going to use Rising Voltage, so Alolan Raichu will get a kill. Here, we're going to see the Melmetal, we're going to Rising Voltage again, that does like almost 75, like that does almost 85% of damage. We're going to see the Earthquake connect here, and we live on like 10%, 9-10% right here. So that electric seed with the electric terrain there saved Alolan Raichu, and now we can actually Rising Voltage again, killing off the Melmetal in the process. Now we're going to secure in black. I also brought Focus Blast. Is not gonna kill, however. No third kill for Alolan Raichu, but this was a fun tech to use. And if I would go back into Draft League, I might be able to use this tech maybe in the future yet again, because this was a fun tech to use. It boosts the speed of Alolan Raichu. It gives you like a boost in defense because of the electric seed, and with Rising Voltage, which does amazing damage on the electric terrain, you can actually work some power here with Alolan Raichu. Sadly, it couldn't got the dirt kill, but it got 2.5 kills almost on this team. But Alolan Raichu sadly had to go down. Now we're gonna go into a Cinderace, which is Choice Scarf, but I can now just Sucker Punch here. We're now Choice Scarf and Sucker Punch, but you do need to realize Sucker Punch has 8 PP and we now use 1. So now we have 7 PP left on Sucker Punch, and this is very crucial to know. Alright, so there goes the Snorlax. I'm going to go back into my Zapdos because I have defog and I need to get rid of that sticky webs if I want to actually be a part of this match, as he is going to Belly Drum, which is scary. A Belly Drum Snorlax is not something to mess around with. I'm gonna go for the Thunderbolt, hoping we can actually maybe paralyze it, as he has Select Berry, which ups his speed, and now he's gonna go for the Body Slam, which of course after that Belly Drum is going to kill off the Zapdos. So again, I have to go into my Cinderace, and I'm gonna go for another Sucker Punch. Now we have 6 Sucker Punches left. Again, very crucial. He goes into his Pheromosa, as I'm going to go into one of the best Draft League Pokemon in the world, Suicune, to take that Bug Buzz. We are going to get that special defense drop, as I am going to see the Quiver Dance right here. Now this thing is absolutely scary. I'm gonna go for the Scald, because Scald always does a lot of damage. Even after that +1 special defense from the Quiver Dance, that Scald is still like over half. But he's going to go for the Bug Buzz, killing off the Suicune. Now we're gonna go into a Cinderace. Now here is where I made a mistake. So we're gonna go for another Sucker Punch. That is now, we now have 5 Sucker Punches left. But he realizes that I have Sucker Punch on my Cinderace. Like I'm Choice Bandit Cinderace. Buzzwole was Choice Scarf. Choice Bandit Cinderace. He already knew that I should have been Choice Bandit, because every time I've used Sucker Punch, I switched out. Hindsight 2020, I should know that he should go for another Quiver Dance after he's seen my Sucker Punch, and I should have just went for the Fireball. I should have just went for the Fireball. Fireball kills off the Pheromosa, and then against Gyarados, I could have easily, you know, click on Fireballing until it gets like, until it has like a lot of damage done, and then like in my Groudon, I think Groudon can take a Waterfall even after one Dragon Dance from the Gyarados. I could have maybe then take this Mae West because I was so focused on like, okay, I have to Sucker Punch again. I have to speed Sucker Punch again. He's going to attack me again. I fell into it. I over predicted basically. He's going to go for another Quiver Dance here, and yeah, again I went for another Sucker Punch because I was choice banding into it. I couldn't risk, you know, sacking off my Groudon or my Buzzwole, so I made a very bad mistake here, and my opponent just read me as a bug and went for the Quiver Dance, knowing I was going for another Sucker Punch. Now we have 4 Sucker Punches left. Now we went for another Sucker Punch to kill off the Pheromosa, but again we have 3 Sucker Punches left. Again, very crucial. So again, we're gonna go for the Sucker Punch. I should have just switched out. Should have just switched out into my Groudon, put up the Sun, and then went for the Heat Crash on my Groudon on this thing, or even go into the Buzzwole and try to do something. But he has a surprise for me. I'm gonna go for another Sucker Punch. Now we have 1 Sucker Punch left. Waterfall, and this dude, my opponent, he knows math. He probably counted all of the Sucker Punches. He now knew like, okay, he has 1 Sucker Punch left. I need to Dragon Dance again. What I could have done here is I could have easily switched out and preserved that last Sucker Punch. Go into my Buzzwole to sack it off, go into my Groudon, and then just wait until Cinderace was my last Pokemon. And then he could potentially, you know, Dragon Danced again. But I should have been much smarter with my PP here on Sucker Punch. So I can only struggle. He now knows that I don't have any Sucker Punches left. So he goes into the Waterfall. He has Moxie, Buzzwole. Turns out he has Bounce on his Gyarados, which is, I think, a regular thing right now on Gyarados. For fighting for Pokemon like this. I am Choice Scarfed, but even I didn't outspeed anymore, so you know, you could already know I'm not going to win this match. I tried to be smart here to go into my Groudon, but the bounce did that much, and then Waterfall kill off my Groudon, and then Buzzwole will go down easily because of the bounce, and we lose this match. Also a close match, 1-0. But end game of this match, I should have been much smarter with my PP, and my opponent just read me as a book. So after this match, we were 1-2, 1 win, 2 losses, and at this point, Electric and my gnome Simp, Greer, they were already through to the bracket. So me and my final opponent, Ballhack, we had one more match that we could do, which was just for, you know, shits and giggles. But I just woke up and he said like, nah, take the forfeit win. Our match doesn't matter anymore. So that's sad, but that does mean that we're going to end this tour with 2 wins and 2 losses. And I think a differential of 0, because we lost with 3-1, then we won with 1-1. So that means that we are -2. Then we lost with 1-0, that makes us -3, and because of a forfeit win, I think then you get like a 3-0 forfeit win, so yeah, then you're now on 0. So 2-2, differential of 0. I'm happy. I especially love the second match that we play with the Glaceon and such, but we could have done better. But, you know, I've been out of Draft League, I've been out in competitive for like 6 months, so you know, I was not expecting it to get far in this tournament, but we tried our best, and maybe I'll try to do some, you know, competitive stuff in the near future when I have more time for that. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video about this because I've been a part of the BBL for how many seasons, and this was a fun little tournament to see if I still have some skills when it comes to Draft Leagues. Maybe in the future we'll try again, but I want to thank you guys so much for watching for this video. If you did enjoy this video, however, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash subscribe button down below, and hit the bell icon, because then you get notified every time I upload a new video, and I sincerely appreciate it. But we're going to end it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye!